Well, champ is back. I mean, I guess what the bank account has changed a little bit, but is life any different? The feel, anything after what you accomplished last season?
Less pressure on my shoulder, I would say.
How so? Was it just pressure you put on yourself?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I had a dream. I accomplished my dream. But so this year it's less pressure. Like all my career, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and now that I accomplished everything I had to accomplish, it's better. It's just fun now. Sometimes you think about should I continue, and it was a big question I asked myself this camp, and I went to the gym. I like training, I like everything, but motivation was not there. But this week, I remembered, I really have I think it's one of the first week I really have a lot of fun being like in a fight week,
So what kept you going then on those days? You're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Like, why keep going?
But the good thing is I'm passionate about sport. So you cannot invent like motivation. So you have to try to switch the way you think, and that's what I did. I came in the gym with my coaches and with my training partner to learn new stuff, and we really think about. I really like to see new technique on TV. On the new Breath of Fighter, so I really like to take those techniques, work on those techniques, and try to improve like that. And I mean, the conditioning is not that fun, but I found a way to motivate myself by beating myself, with all the statistics. And I mean, at the end of the training camp, I'm more I'm in a better shape than the first fight last year, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I did my homework. I was able to switch my the way I see the fight, and I think it worked really well. I think I looked great in training camp, and the training camp was truly amazing.
That's awesome. With the PFL, it's obviously unique, right? Because you win the title, you're not going out to defend your title. Like, you got to start at the bottom of the mountain again and build up. Is that is the challenge of doing it again exciting, or is it a little bit frustrating? Like, hey, I'm the champ. Now I got to start down here.
It's a little bit frustrating and challenging too, because I mean, everybody who was in the final start with a step back because they fought clearly not a long time ago, and they fought a lot. So do I feel like this? Yeah, like when they told me like, oh, you're gonna fight in 3 months, I was like, oh my God, already, And I was really thinking about, oh, shit, should I take a break, take a year off? But I decided to come back and really attack that challenge, So no, it's sometimes starting with a step, maybe with how you say that, like a step back, yeah. It's motivating, and it may be one of the things that I put in my in the way I'm seeing this fight. It's more a challenge,
And they give you the high-profile free agent edition, right? Do you like that? Are you the kind of guy that says, yeah, give me the new guy, like give me the tough name, so to speak? I mean, you guys fought in the same organization,
yeah.
But I mean, did you want that, or were you kind of like, why not somebody else?
Yeah, no, I was surprised. I really thought they were going to do color. Color always welcome the UFC fighters. So I really thought they were going to do that, but I was surprised. But it was a good surprise. And who knows, maybe if they would have given me someone else, I would have not been here,
Nice. Last thing for me, I mean, you talked about how grueling the schedule is last year. Did you learn, is there anything you can do differently this time around to prepare yourself? Have you taken any different approach to, keep your body preserved, I guess, for the whole season?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it, and I think the training camp I had with at H2O and TriStar was really, really good. I mean, so no injury, and the thing I have to be careful now, it's next fight not start too fast, That's one of the big mistakes I did last year, and with that too, I had some people in my training camp, some injury prevention people, and I mean, this year I have the money, so I can see all the professional that I need to see if I feel that something is wrong. Last year, it was not the same. So I think I did everything that I could this camp, and this season is going to be really interesting. That's for sure.
Olivier, Did you buy any more expensive Pokemon cards with your money?
No, I didn't. Not yet. I bought one, and it's like in a safe, in a safe in a bank account, in a bank, and it was pretty funny because they don't ask you what it's in the safe, but I was like, I'm gonna put that in there. Like I told them anyway, and they were like, okay, like that's a Charizard card, and they're like, just for the laugh,
For people who don't know, it's like one of those really expensive first edition, many $1,000s on eBay kind of card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I bought this Charizard, and yeah, no, I thought it's so funny to see like the look that the bankers like throw you when you tell them like, yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. I was like, okay, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Be happy, my friend. PFL to Canada, obviously not in the regular season, but have they talked to you a little bit about possibly in the playoffs going on?
Yeah, they said maybe, but I think you guys have to put some more pressure on PFL to make it change. But yeah, I would like to. I mean, yeah, it would be great. I fought in Canada a couple of times, but never when I was deciding my career. And yeah, I would like to see how many people I could bring in the arena. I would like to see my friends fight on the same card as me too.
Absolutely. Final question: did you drive into Vegas, or did you finally fly again?
Yeah, I fly. Actually, I fly. That's pretty funny because we had problem with the tickets. I think there was a problem with PFL, and so they changed my tickets and got me business class. The first time I'm in business class, and that was great. My coach was in the other class, And yeah.
So how is business class?
It's pretty amazing. Well, there was like a lot of baby around me, but that was still good,
So why Canada? Why should we press for Canada? What's there that we need to see besides you? What else is there?
For you?
We want to go. Yeah.
For you to see.
Why should we press PFL to go to Canada?
Oh, I don't know.
It's about to be summer.
Yeah, it's gonna be summer. I mean, Montreal is great. Like the food is great. People are great. I think if you like a table, good table in a restaurant, I think Montreal is the way to go. It's not that expensive. Well, it's expensive, but not like New York. And I do think we have better food than New York. So I think we are really lucky for that. And plus, we didn't have an event for a long, long time, a big event in Canada, in Montreal, I mean. And I think that would be like truly great with everything that happened last year. But other than that, I think it's just a joy to go there. I'm a big fan of good food, so good food, good wine, and I think Montreal is one of the best place. Anyway, in America.
And a lot of guys have seen a place to target on your back, being the 2022 champion. What fight intrigues you the most after the one we have this weekend?
Like I said, I think the two guys to beat it's Burgos and Schultz.
And you fought many times in different banners for different organizations, but I do believe this is your first time fighting in Las Vegas. What do you make of that? Does that add an excitement and suspense for you?
Oh, I'm looking forward for after the fight, that's for sure. I'm not like a big party guy, but I like to look around, and I mean, everything that's wrong with USA is in Vegas, like it's. But like a lot of people see that as a bad thing, but personally, I find it really interesting, and I would like to see that, we walk a little bit, and I was like amazed with what I saw. I mean, I think there's yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting thing. Let's see.
Obviously, you said you're excited for the one this weekend, but a former opponent of yours, Nathan, said that expressed his thoughts towards a split decision that went down between you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you'd like to run back?
Oh, but I think we're gonna have to do it, yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's PFL, it's not UFC. You know, you cannot talk your way to a fight. It's different. So if he do great, if I do great, for sure we're gonna see each other during this season.
Hey, earlier you kind of mentioned Montreal and the great food that's there. There's an iconic restaurant called Joe Beef. Have you eaten there yourself? And what did you order the last time?
Well, they were one of my sponsors back then, and I'm still really a big I'm friend with them. And they were actually coming at some of my fights before COVID.